Hello and welcome to History Bubble. And today it's gonna be a short one because today we're talking about Andorra. If you don't know what Andorra is, it's this small nation between Spain and France. Andorra claims to be one of the Marca Hispanica, which were buffer zones created by Charlemagne to protect his empire from the Moors in Spain. Later, in the end of the 1800s, sovereignty of Andorra was given to the Count of Urgell, but later instead became the Bishop of Urgell who ruled Andorra. Later, the Count of a land named Foxy got claims to the lands of Andorra and wanted it for himself. This conflict resolved by giving both parties a share of the sovereignty over Andorra. Andorra gave both of their overlords annual taxes in the form of 4 hams, 40 breads, and a bit of wine. But in the 17th century, the Count of Foxy, among other titles, became King of France, leading to the King of France becoming one of the 2 princes of Andorra. But when the French Revolution happened and they annexed Andorra, since they wanted to destroy feudalism, and Andorra was feudal. But when Napoleon came to power, he restored Andorra and became one of its co-princes. Later, the French part of the princedom fell to the French president when the French became a republic. In World War I, Andorra was on the side of the Allies. In the 30s, a Russian adventurer named Boris came to Andorra and declared himself Prince of Andorra instead of the Bishop of Urgell, thus declaring war on him. The Spanish government, them being in control of Urgell, did obviously not like this and imprisoned him. To stop the risk of something like this happening again and to protect Andorra from the Franco regime in Spain, France sent troops into Andorra. In the Second World War, Andorra stayed neutral. Or, well, they kinda were neutral, but they were still at war with Germany, since during the First World War they had been forgotten to sign a peace with the Germans during the peace talks of the First World War, so they were technically still at war with them, but the Germans didn't think so, so they really weren't. But the peace treaty was later signed in the 50s. Throughout most of its history, Andorra had been an impoverished place and kinda isolated from the outside world except for France and Spain. But all this changed in the 50s when a huge tourism boom came into the country, which helped its economy. This tourism still goes on today, since Andorra is a tax haven. In the 90s, Andorra became a parliamentary democracy, with the princes mostly being figureheads, but still having some power. They also joined the UN and adopted the euro as their currency at that time. So that's about this. As you can probably guess, there will be no History Bubble extra episode for Andorra. So see you in the next video that will be on Angola.